Well, good evening. We want to welcome you to our Sunday evening service here at Calvary. We've got a special service here. This is all live stream. No one's in person right now, but we have asked many of our musicians here at Calvary to sing some of their best Easter songs or cross songs or just any song that they wanted to sing. And we have a wide variety. We even have a few surprises for you in this video. I hope you'll watch it. I hope you'll be blessed. And I hope you have a very, very happy Resurrection Sunday. God bless you.
There was a mountain, and there were three trees. There was a good man, and there were two thieves. A man called Barabbas was doomed for the tree, but Jesus took the middle one, and Barabbas went free. I love that man in the middle, because I know he first loved me. Praise to that man who died on Mount Calvary, for the middleman made it possible that I could go free. A hill called Golgotha, the place of skull. No yellow flowers, no trees in bloom. The scenery was so dull. Three crosses stood black and bold against the darkened skies, and not from pain, but a broken heart, that middleman died. I love that man in the middle, because I know he first loved me. Praise to that man who died on Mount Calvary, for the middleman made it possible that I could go free. I love that man in the middle, because I know he first loved me. Praise to that man who died on Mount Calvary, for the middleman made it possible that I could go free. Praise to that man who died on Mount Calvary, for the middleman made it possible that I could go free.
is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever wilt be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hands hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness,
storm-tossed life. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Are you weary and worn from its toil and strife? Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Are you walking alone through the shadows dim? Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Christ will comfort your heart. Put your trust in Him. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. He will keep to the end. He's your dearest friend. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Would you follow the will of the risen Lord? Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Would you live in the light of His blessed word? Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Is your soul burdened down with its load of sin? Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Throw your heart open wide, let the Savior in. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand. He will keep till the end. He's your dearest friend. Place your hand in the nail-scarred hand.
They all walked away with nothing to say. They just lost their dearest friend. All that he said, now he was dead. So this was the way it would end. The dreams they had dreamed were not what they seemed. Now that he was dead and gone, the garden, the jail, the hammer, the nails, how could a night be so long? Then came the morning, night turned into day. The stone was rolled away, hope rose with the dawn. Then came the morning, shadows vanished before the sun. Death had lost and life had won, for morning had come.
The angel, the star, the kings from afar, the wedding, the water, the wine. Now it was done, they'd taken her son, wasted before his time. She knew it was true, she'd watched him die too. She'd heard them call him just a man. But deep in her heart, she knew from the start, somehow her son would live again.
Then came the morning, night turned into day. The stone was rolled away, hope rose with the dawn. Then came the morning, shadows vanished before the sun. Death had lost and life had won, for morning had come. Death had lost and life had won, for morning had come.
In this world, I walk alone, with no place to call my home. But there's one who holds my hand on rugged roads through barren lands. The way is dark, the road is steep, but he's become my eyes to see, the strength to climb, my grief to bear. The Savior lives inside me there. In your love I find release, a haven from my unbelief. Take my life and let me be a living prayer, my God, to thee. In these trials of life I find another voice inside my mind. He comforts me and bids me live inside the love the Father gives. In your love I find release, a haven from my unbelief. Take my life and let me be a living prayer, my God, to thee. Take my life and let me be a living prayer, my God, to thee.
Long ago he blessed the earth, born older than the years. And in the stall, the cross he saw, through the first of many tears.
Life of homeless wandering, cast out in sorrow's way. The shepherd seeking for the lost, his life the price he paid. Love crucified arose, the risen one in splendor. Jehovah, sole defender, has won the victory. Love crucified arose, and the grave became a place of hope. For the heart that sin and sorrow broke is beating once again. Throughout your life you felt the weight of what you'd come to give, to drink for us that crimson cup, so we might really live.
At last the time to love and die, that dark appointed day, that one forsaken moment when your Father turned his face away.
Love crucified arose, the one who lived and died for me was Satan's nail-pierced casualty. Now he's breathing once again. Love crucified arose, and the grave became a place of hope. For the heart that sin and sorrow broke is beating once again. Love crucified arose, the risen one in splendor. Jehovah, sole defender, has won the victory. Love crucified arose, and the grave became a place of hope. For the heart that sin and sorrow broke is beating once again. For the heart that sin and sorrow broke is beating once again.
The gates and doors were barred, and all the windows fastened down. Spent the night in sleeplessness and rose at every sound. Half in hope or sorrow, and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. Then just before the sunrise, I heard something at the wall. The gate began to rattle, and a voice began to call. I hurried to the window and looked down into the street, expecting swords and torches and the sound of the soldiers' feet. There was no one there but Mary. I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told us where she'd been. She said they moved him in the night and none of us knows where. The stone's been rolled away, now his body isn't there. Well, we both ran toward the garden, then John ran on ahead. We found the stone and the empty tomb just the way that Mary said. But the winding sheet they'd wrapped him in was just an empty shell. How where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Something strange had happened there, just what I did not know. John believed a miracle, but I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation couldn't lift me very high, because I'd seen them crucify him, then I watched him die. Suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume. Light that shone from everywhere drove shadows from the room. Jesus stood before me with his arms held open wide, and I fell down on my knees and clung to him and cried. Well, he raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. Guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release, and every fear I'd ever had just melted in sweet peace. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive, and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive, and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive, he's alive, oh, he's alive, and I'm forgiven. Heaven's gates are open wide. He's alive, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive.
I stood in the courtroom, the judge turned my way. It looks like you're guilty. Now what do you say? I spoke up, Your Honor. I have no defense, but that's when mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case, called to the stand God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. I stood there and wondered, how could this be? Someone so guilty had just been set free. My chains were broken. I felt born again. The moment that mercy walked in. Mercy walked in and pleaded my case, called to the stand God's saving grace. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in. The blood was presented that covered my sin, forgiven when mercy walked in.
If you know the Lord, you need nobody else to see you through the darkest night. You can walk alone. You only need the Lord. He'll keep you on the road marked right. Take time to pray every day. And when you're headed home, He'll show you the way. If you know the Lord, you need nobody else to see the light, His wonderful light.
There ain't nothing that can't be done by me and God. Ain't nobody gonna come between me and God. One day we'll live together where the angels trod me and God. Early in the morning talking it over, me and God. Late at night talking it over, me and God. You could say we're like two peas in a pod, me and God. He's my father, he's my friend, the beginning and the end. He rules the world with the staff and the rod. We're a team, me and God. I am weak and he is strong, me and God. He forgives me when I'm wrong, me and God. He's the one I lean on when life gets hard, me and God. He's my father, he's my friend, the beginning and the end. He rules the world with the staff and the rod. We're a team, me and God. He rules the world with the staff and the rod. We're a team, me and God. We're a team, me and God.
Lost or saved, find their way at the sound of your great name. All condemned, feel no shame at the sound of your great name. Every fear has no place at the sound of your great name. The enemy, he has to leave at the sound of your great name. Jesus, worthy is the Lamb that was slain for us. Son of God and man, you are high and lifted up, and all the world will praise your great name. All the weak find their strength at the sound of your great name. The fatherless, they find their rest at the sound of your great name. Sick are healed and the dead are raised at the sound of your great name. Jesus, worthy is the Lamb that was slain for us. Son of God and man, you are high and lifted up, that Jesus. You are high and lifted up, and all the world will praise your great name. Slain for us, Son of God and man, you are high and lifted up, and all the world will praise your great name. Your great name. Your great name.
The mighty Pharaoh had the upper hand. The Hebrew nation trapped in Egypt's land. The enemy behind the sea before. But Moses said, stand still and see the Lord. We'll make it through. The sea will part. The Lord will give you strength of mind and heart. Though I had doubts, the truth I always knew. No matter what may come my way, He'll see me through. The awful sight of Jesus on the cross. Their hopes and dreams were shattered. What a loss. But promises were made before He died. And now the tomb is empty. He's alive. We'll make it through. The Lord will rise. We'll see the risen sun with our own eyes. The joy profound as life begins anew. No matter what may come my way, He'll see me through. An enemy invisible to eyes has brought a pain to everything we prize. We cry to God and calling on His name. We wonder, will it ever be the same? We'll make it through. We'll know again the joy of hugging family and friends. We'll shout with joy when lives have been renewed. No matter what may come our way, He'll see us through. Time will come to reach that golden shore. No pain or sickness, sorrow anymore. The hurt and tears will finally have passed. We'll see the face of Jesus Christ at last. We made it through. The Lord has won, and now our lives are shining in the sun. The tears will dry as Jesus comes in view. No matter what has come my way, whether bright or cloudy day, He always made a way. He saw me through. No matter what may come your way, He will send His love today, and He'll always make